Okay, tell me about growing up, David. Getting old.
Well, twice this month now, I've had like 36, 48-hour episodes of what we're calling vertigo and assuming or hoping that it doesn't happen again. But I'll tell you what, that's just makes me feel like these kind of things age me. You know, when I first moved here 8 years ago, I pulled that quad muscle doing cardiac rehab, and that thing stuck with me for, well, I still have numbness in the leg. But for a year, I was going around on a cane because it was blood muscles are bad news if they get pulled. For me, they were.
Well, what's
So
vertigo?
anyway, I'm just feeling my age more and more, week to week.
What's vertigo? Is that dizziness or something? Or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Like drunk
it's a good
and
movie. It's an Alfred Hitch.
huh?
It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Good show, yeah, good shit. But yeah, if it happens again anytime soon, then you get prescribed for vertigo physical therapy, where they manipulate your head and your neck, I guess, trying to get your middle
Hey,
ear to.
I was getting dizzy, David. I was getting dizzy.
Huh?
I went to the cardiologist. They took off the blood pressure medicine. In other words, when I'd stand up, my blood pressure would drop way down. So
Yeah.
they took this blood pressure medicine. It was keeping my pressure down. They stopped me, and guess what? It went away. Dizziness
Yeah,
went
it's
away.
yeah, that's one of my things because I know I take blood pressure medicine, but
And you
anyway, got it.
might have them look at it. They might want to cut it in half or something like that, or
Yeah.
stop it like they did with me.
Oh, when it first happened, I thought when it was later in the day that I was feeling it, I thought, oh well, I just got up too fast, and it's
Right.
lasting, and it's lasting the rest of the day.
Well,
So
that's
that was,
all of us. Yeah, when it first happened, you say, "Oh shit, I got a little dizzy." Yeah,
yeah,
fuck, it,
yeah, yeah.
So, Ken, how are you
But
doing?
other than that, it's great.
Well, I'm doing okay. I have the opposite of David. I can't get up too fast because I have two bad knees.
That'll
So
slow you
that's my
down. Yeah.
cure for vertigo, is I just get up very slowly.
Well, have you been? Are you going to get new knees, or what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know. They're situationally to take care of Kathy, who's I'm a full time caregiver, et cetera, and then my youngest daughter Ariel, who lives with us. She's bipolar, and man, some days she's awesome, and some days she's not. And for me to be tied to rehab
Yeah.
much more intensive, so I got more shots in my knees, hyaluronic acid and or hyaluronic fluid, I guess, or hyaluronic fluid acid, whatever. And it helps a little bit, but there's a couple of other non-surgical interventions to take care of pain. What I really want to do is do stem cells. I've known some people who've done stem cells in their knees and avoided reconstructive surgery because I've talked to several people who say, "Let me tell you what the doctors don't tell you about this."
Mm.
And the doctors only make money if they do surgery.
Yeah.
you know, and the place my primary care doc sent me is called the Joint Replacement Center. Guess how they only make money if they replace joints. And so, and they're not bad or anything. It's just that's the system of medicine that we live in. And it's like, Barry said, you run blood pressure medicine that, they cut it in half. I've been having neuropathy in my feet ever since I had heart surgery almost 8 years ago. And they put me on a statin immediately after that because it's good for your heart. And my cholesterol wasn't messed up much, but
Hey,
it's one of the drugs supposedly good for your heart. And my both my daughters were put on a statin, and they had the same symptoms I had when they took them off. The Their symptoms of neuropathy and numbness and tingling in their feet went away. Well,
wow.
two heart surgeons or two cardiologists I visited said, "Well, put you on a different one." So I did that, and that didn't help. And so I went last week to a physician's assistant, and I told her, she said, "Well, we'll change that right now," and they did. And it takes about 3 or 4, 5 weeks to notice the difference. But they change medications, and the symptoms of all this stuff, sometimes the after effects or the shit that happens to your body after you start taking it is worse than what you're taking it for.
Yeah.
So
So has
I'm
it got?
questioning everything now.
Has it gotten better since they changed it, or has it gotten?
Well, it hasn't yet, but they say it. It could take up to. Uh, it'll probably take 2 or 3 weeks to get the other stuff out of the system and the system to kind of get back to normal, and then I'll be retested again and to let us know physically, and then we'll test make sure your blood levels and cholesterol and all that stuff is HDL, LDL is is where it should be. But the drug companies only make money when they treat us. And years ago, when I had an internet company, I did internet training for doctors all over the country and went to conventions, and I just trained them on how to get on the internet. And I went to one in the last time, in fact, I was in New Orleans, 1997, the American Heart Association convention, and there was a big drug company that sponsored us. They paid big money for me to go in and train, and I was told not to go to the sales meeting. They had 7 booths there, and I snuck in anyway. And I got there just in time at the end of the meeting to hear the sales manager say, "Remember, there's no money in cure. There's only money in treatment." I heard that right out of his mouth. And they had 7 different products there for heart stuff, calcium channel blockers, beta blockers, whatever. And that I suspicioned that for many years, but that's the absolute truth. And so it's in their best interest to keep us on these things. And I think we got to start questioning more and more. The more I read, the more I watch stuff. It's like, okay, wait a minute. That's the stuff that an old person shouldn't be on. Here's 10 reasons why. And I asked my doctor about another drug, and he couldn't answer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, back to the knees, though. Do the shots for your knees work at all?
I took cortisone shots about a year and a half ago. That helped about 6.8%. So after the time that you could do something else, I did the hyaluronic acid fluid, and that was about maybe 15 or 20% for about 3 months. It's a series of 3 shots. So that was last July. So I just went back. I'll get the other 3rd shot tomorrow. And this time my body's going, it's worse.
Scotty.
Hey, everyone. Yeah. So I don't know. It maybe helps a little bit.
I had trouble with my knees hurt sometimes, but I went to the doctor because my right knee hurt, and he took x-rays of both knees and came back and said, "Which knee hurts?" I said, "The right." He goes, "Oh, well, your left leg is worse than your right leg." And I go, "Well, okay." But I couldn't get new knees because I wouldn't be able to work, because it puts you out of work for at least 3 months. And
at least 3 months.
But I went to physical training at a hospital for a while, and that didn't help too much. But then I got this guy that came to the house a bit, and he's a guy from South Africa, and he's really good. And he showed me where, you stand on like a step, and you just go, you put one leg on the step, and you go up and down like 10 times, and then you switch feet and just go up and down and up and down. And the exercise has really helped. My knees do better now. The only time I have a lot of trouble with them is if I stand for too long. Especially if I'm doing some camera work where I'm standing behind the camera for a couple of hours, then my knees really start hurting. But this exercise has really helped, and walking helps, and it just.
Well, it's a catch-22 because when you have knee pain, then the tendency is to not exercise because it hurts too bad. I fell into that in the early part, and but once your quadriceps get diminished, then that's what helps keep the joints apart. And so it's a catch-22. So my hope is this round of fluid will work well enough, long enough for me to really strengthen this. Because if you go into replacement knee surgery without strong quadriceps, I've been told by many people that your odds, as the older you get, the odds of that being successful and you being a happy camper go way down. So you got to get in shape before you get the surgery, and then you have to do the rehab after the surgery because they cut all those muscles and stuff. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
That stuff is true, but I'm here to tell you though, things have changed in the last 8 years. Because Karen had knee replacement like 10, 13 years ago. And it was one of those things where she was laid up for, at least, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, maybe 3 months. And, and plus she got hooked on the pain pills. But since we've moved here, we have at least two neighbors that we've talked to that the knee surgery has progressed such that it's way better and not that kind of recovery anymore. You know, and I mean, there's two real life, people that we know that have experienced this. Maybe it's just this good doctor that because both people use the same doctor, but the recovery is much shortened now. And, at least from this
Yeah,
perspective.
and they're using the robots to do the surgery, which is much more accurate than a
Yeah.
human. And my Medicare Advantage provider switched systems at the end of 2025, but the gal who was there then, or 2024, she's too young to be a surgeon, but maybe I'm just old. But I said, did you play games as a kid? And she, oh yeah, that's what got me to be a surgeon. The eye-hand coordination was really good. But I'd watched the particular surgeon that I have been going to see is pretty well, highly recommended. And I've watched him do robotic surgery. And maybe I shouldn't have watched them do robotic surgery because it's like, and I've talked. I had a brother-in-law who got almost died from a staph infection after knee replacement surgery. So there's so many things, and everybody's different. And if you get older, it's different, and if you've had a heart condition, it's different. Every time you go into surgery, it's different. So.
Well,
I'm under
Billy
the
had,
impression these. Go ahead.
go ahead. Well, Billy had open heart surgery about 6 months ago, and the surgeon was a very small young woman who told him she was really good at sewing stuff. Sewing. She sewed stuff on her as a novelty on the side, and she was really he should be really happy that
Hey, Rick.
she was
Hey
able.
guys, what's up?
Eric.
Hi, Rick.
Hey, Chris, how are you doing?
Who, me? Fine.
Hey, Chris.
Hey
Chris.
guys, I'm not going to
Hey,
be able
Lee.
to stay with you. I'm at a banjo convention in Dearborn, Michigan,
Cool.
Yeah, Warner.
Oh,
Good for you.
and
Nice of you to check in, though. That's nice.
they're all downstairs plunking away. So I thought I'd go down and join them this week instead of just sitting with you guys.
Who's the head guy that runs that? I know him. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Bruce, somebody.
yeah.
Can't think of his name myself.
Oh, I know Sean Moyes is there. Tell him hello for me.
Oh yeah, Sean's going to be there. He was here last year. He's terrific, and he's he's such a easygoing guy. Just plays with everybody, but he can really knock it out on the banjo. So
Nice shirt.
Hey, Billy.
I figured I might as well
Hey, Bill.
advertise while I have the advertising space.
Good to see you.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Take care.
All right,
Hi,
Chris.
Chris.
Hey.
Good to see
Bye.
you.
Hello,
Good to
everybody,
see
and
you.
I'll see you guys
Thanks for stopping in.
next week. I'll see you all.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Hello and goodbye, Chris. I just got it.
Well, I saw a bunch of pictures from the New York New York time, and I saw this picture that has Barry jump kind of
Oh yeah.
rejoicing. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, Tom, did you say I sent you a couple of pictures from Jazz Fest
No, I didn't see him.
a couple hours ago? I found
Oh,
on
okay.
Facebook that it was the Mustache Band. At least one of them was.
I'll check
Um,
that down.
That'd be nice to see.
Oh yeah. The real early ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
76.
Yeah.
I
sent
read
y'all
today
some-
that the
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I sent
Louisiana
y'all some Jazz
residents
Fest
can go on
Yeah.
Thursday, and it's only $75 a ticket,
on Thursday.
Yeah.
something like that.
What's the other
75.
95 then or something after that?
I was seeing 125, 130.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a half
I
dozen.
haven't been in a long time. Well, we used to get in free, and then long ago.
Wow. Yeah. I used to go, but it's been a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, when we work in the booths out there, we just drive our vehicles right in. Yeah.
I like, but French Quarter Fest is so much better. You can get mostly the same acts except for the big national things, which,
Okay, here's one of your pictures. Here's the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie
I'm pretty
Hernandez.
sure that's Charlie Hernandez
Yeah.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Two Man Cigarette.
Yeah.
Very good.
Look at the
very
size of the crowd compared to now.
good. Yeah.
They expect I saw
That was
460,000 people. And they just, that story, they just arrested the guy in Florida who was headed for Jazz Fest. He had he had pistol weapons and 200 rounds of ammunition.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I saw that story. It's terrible. What the hell?
Barry was just telling me that there was a shooting up in Baton Rouge an hour ago.
Really?
At the Mall of Louisiana, 1 person dead, 8 persons shot.
Jeez.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Yeah.
In Baton Rouge?
About an hour and a half ago.
That's terrible.
Well, a few days ago, that guy killed his whole family in Shreveport.
8 kids from
Yeah.
1 to 14, ages 1 to 14. What the heck?
You got to be carrying some heavy shit to go to that extreme to think you'll feel better after you do this.
Yes.
But I have a recollection
Yeah,
of
that's a good-
the Jazz Fest when we played there. The brand new song on the radio was the one by the Beatles. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes on like a dream, and so we learned it and played it at this jazz festival. And the next morning, there's a write-up in the newspaper about the Mustache Band playing that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Here's another picture that Kent sent.
Yeah.
I sent you some old Jazz Fest pictures some years ago. It showed the big can float thing that splits. We sold the split
Right.
stuff, and there was
Split
stuff
finger
on it.
can.
Yeah, the slits.
Yeah. And I've got a bunch of.
This picture.
I got a lot of old ones. I have to dig them out. I got some with when we all went together, Rick.
Yeah,
After we were working, not when
yeah.
we were
And
working.
we were working. The stages were just little things, little board. They weren't the big.
Yeah. You get a whole bag of crawfish for $3. It's,
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. And some of the best fried chicken cooked by people who knew how to cook fried chicken, not a chain
yeah.
at a tent. Yeah, it was
So
a good time.
It's always better in those days, especially since we
Find
got
some. It runs next week too.
Yeah.
I'll find my Jazz Fest pictures. Got some us old guys out there too.
Kent, I think you mentioned before, did you go with me that time when I forgot that I had left the money there at the fairgrounds?
You forgot you.
Well,
left
after we closed, we took the money. We actually went to Tom and I's house because it was closer to the fairgrounds than going to the French Quarter, and it was like $14,000 or something in cash,
Oh,
and we were worried about getting robbed.
oh yeah.
And
Okay.
so we went to our house, and I think we continued to have adult beverages. And I remember
Well-
waking up with my face first on my kitchen table with my face in the money.
Yeah. There is something I
But it
like
was
to call
safe.
about your house. But that's good to know because I thought I left it there overnight. Which was
At the
even worse, but-
fairgrounds.
You took
Yeah, yeah.
the apartment over
No,
in Cadillac.
we took it. No, we took it to our house because we didn't
that's-
want to leave it there, and we were scared to go to either we couldn't find the French Quarter or we were scared that
We couldn't be driving.
that we would get robbed. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like when we used to do the deposits
Oh, good.
after the Mardi Gras. You'd send 2 people and you'd go to the bank over there, and
Yeah, yeah.
you'd open that thing and drop it in and try to look innocent and not with a shitload of cash in your pocket.
Yeah.
I think it was very fortunate that we did serve. I don't think there was a major robbery or killing to take because there was a lot of cash in those bags.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
during Mardi Gras, Super Bowl, Sugar Bowl. So
Were you still living
No,
in
so
the
you-
city? Or were you out on Cadillac, Kent? Were you still in the city then, or you were out on Cadillac?
we were on Cadillac. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's fairly close.
Yeah.
That's why it was closer than the French. It was safer to go there than the French Quarter. At least at that time, we made that executive decision.
Well, I feel better already. Lifted a
I'm
weight
glad I
off.
could lighten your load, David.
Rest easy, David.
That's right.
Here's a
We just
vintage.
pressed easy Joel. Joel, they had no idea that we're taking $15,000 of money drunk. Dealing. Oh man, I see Joel's picture back there. He's not turning over his grave.
We'll be
But it
stuck.
was safe. It was safe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good band there.
Yeah, that was when I first started. Actually, when I first started, it was Scotty, but Irv was on the tuba, not Andy.
Yeah, Irv. Yeah.
But Irv broke his leg skydiving, I think, just a few months after I started there.
Yeah.
Actually, he didn't break his leg skydiving; he broke his leg landing.
Oh.
Yeah. The landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, words are important.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, hi, Miss Emily. How are you doing?
Hi, good. Having been here with Brian tonight with Andy Rubinoff at the Taste of China, that Joel's old pianist friend who he played with for years and years. And
Oh,
yesterday was the 2nd year anniversary of his death.
Oh, well.
We're having our own. Brian and I like to get together and on events like this, occasions like.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Uh,
that's a great shot.
that's a good shot. Yeah.
Yeah, terrific.
I think this is from Dottie. Dottie.
Oh, she took it? Dottie took it? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was from. I know I shot some. Tom shot some. Dottie shot somewhere.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
was in the restaurant. That was
Yeah, this
site
might be
of
at the
old
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brian is back in New York, right?
No, she's in New Haven. She came home.
Oh, she's in.
Do
Oh,
it.
oh.
Right
I'm
here.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Emily, that the date escaped me. I didn't realize today was a date. It was a actual anniversary of Joel's death. So
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. God.
yeah, we wouldn't all be here without him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Created a little piece of history.
Yeah.
speaking about talking about him, here's a piece. Well, never mind. I can't find it now.
Oh.
Where did it go?
Yeah, the other piece of history is New Haven is 388 years old tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's one of the oldest cities in the country, then I guess. Huh?
Mhm.
Okay, here's a short video from Kent that is let me make sure I got the audio going. Ah, damn it. Never mind. I screwed it up.
Nice picture.
Yeah, it's a nice picture, but I got it. If I don't hit the right button, we won't
Other than Joel, that's Tim Shea sitting in the chair.
we won't
I
hear
thought that was the judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
stop sharing.
I do have I have a Joel singing a song with the Galvanized Jazz Band way back when we did the last reunion in New Haven. Let me see if I can pull that up here. I better get closer to the mic then.
You're gonna play one in, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll play one in. In the key of F.
I'll use the mic now.
You want me to put the mic by you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
the whistler, sent those shivers down our spine. Time to time, you wish that you were on the floats, and it was an ending. I long to turn the time to hear the president's smile. Radio, I love you so.
Yeah, sure, but they're going to come up after us.
That's why you went with a whole group. So when we come up, we stick around for one song.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, when you guys come up, we'll stick around and we'll do a song together.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, see, but I'm the boss.
All right, we'll do it your way.
We're gonna do just one more number anyway, and then you guys can come up and actually, it's about the same thing, isn't it? We're gonna do Tiger Rag, and then you guys.
Okay, there we go. Trying to stop it. Sorry.
That was great.
That was great.
Get it off the screen now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wonder if Gim would like to release that now, complete with the video. See if it,
Are you kidding?
see if it could score anywhere. It sounded great.
right. For some reason, it's not letting go of the screen here. So there it goes.
Very good.
Right. Yeah. It was a big surprise. It was a pleasant surprise for us who went up to the reunion, because I didn't know the Galvanized Jazz Band at all, and Joel's connection with them was actually a lot longer than it was with your father's Mustache Band. You know.
It probably led partly to the foundation of the Mustache.
Right. Yeah. So it was quite a pleasant, and I think the Galvanized Band could have held its own on Bourbon Street playing on a
Oh, I
club
think
there.
so too. Yeah, they were great.
Excellent. You know.
Definitely.
That man, the man with the cornet, who was joking with Joel at the end, that's Fred Vigorito, who was the leader of the GGB and who died 2 weeks ago. And yeah, and so it's changed now radically. It's not the old GJB, but they're still good. They're wonderful. They have great players.
And Joel wanted to take charge of the whole thing too. So
I know he did. Well,
Hey, Tom, show that photo you showed me at the beginning with Bill.
Oh, okay.
Everybody would like to enjoy that one. It's except for Miss Emily, I think we have a total New Orleans crew here today.
uh-huh.
Right, we sure do.
Really?
Yeah.
All present.
Yeah, we all worked
Accounted
together
for.
at the New Orleans Club.
Mhm.
Look at that one.
Hey,
Oh,
all
Big
right.
Bill. Yeah.
Oh, Big Bill. Big Bill. Yeah.
Big Bill.
That photo doesn't get around too much.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it before, so I was impressed
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said 79, it says.
because he looks so happy.
Yeah. Well, he was a character.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was.
In
Good
fact,
guy.
that years later, when he worked at Molly's for quite a while after the mustache. And when I would come into town from Texas after I moved there, and I'd come into town making the rounds, you'd pop into Molly's. You'd always have great hospitality. Let's put it that way. Sit down here, have this to drink. Yeah, he was good.
What
He
did,
went and lived in Thailand and opened up a restaurant there and a business and all that. But also he got a wife. And
Flower.
picture of his wife. His wife was about as wide as his arm.
Yeah. Just tiny thing.
what did he do for the mustache?
He was a waiter and
Bartender.
jack of all trades. He'd get up and sing, and he was a pretty outgoing guy for such a big guy.
But a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
And he worked over at the Clarity for a long time, and
Yeah, he's a good man. Good guy.
And look at this. This said Hotel Monteleone. I remember the after hours musicians jamming over there, once a month or once a quarter or something.
Yeah, street people party.
Yeah. Some of the best music I ever heard in my life. It was just so much fun to go and sit and listen to, I don't know how many, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I don't know, a gazillion musicians just play. And it was just really nice. I hadn't thought about that for years till I saw Hotel Monteleone. Oh yeah, I used to go there.
And we go up there
I used to
after
park in the garage.
after everybody knocked off at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. That's when all the musicians would show up, and bartenders and waiters and all, and they had good prices on drinks, and we played till 4, 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah, till the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, well,
Not
Emily,
quite
next
as late as going to the dungeon, but late.
time,
Yeah.
well, Emily, next time you come in, we're gonna have to do the carousel bar at the Monteleone Hotel. It's just kind of a thing, Get good drinks.
okay, well here's the video with Fred and Joe.
In 1967, he took a young lady back and they made love on top of 2,000 mustache cuts back shoulders. That's where the lesson began.
Okay. I just thought that was funny.
Well, instead of getting upset, Joel gave him a prize. So I don't know.
Are we speaking of the Keith Orston?
Yeah, Keith
Award?
Orston Memorial Contest. Yeah.
I think so. And here's Peter. Come on.
In New Orleans during Mardi Gras, Joe would have 3 bands coming down. And we playing 24 hours a day. And Joe would lead one of the bands, and we'd just on Fast and Furious. And the rat versus the car. And Joe turns on and goes, "What are the cats?"
LaRue.
Yep.
That's one of the classic mustache stories, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think, yeah. Maybe because I was there and watched and saw it. I saw it, but then Peter would tell that story everywhere. Fire the cat.
That's funny.
It's like they used to say on the old TV show, The Naked City. There's a what 1,000 stories in the Naked City. Well, there were 1,000 mustache stories,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
at least, probably per club. So that would mean there's a lot of stories.
We've been sitting here every Thursday afternoon since 2019 telling them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some of it is reruns. That's all right. We like them anyway.
that's right. That's right.
In fact, I dare say most of them are reruns, and that's all right.
That's all right. That's right.
Well, as we get older, we'll forget the other stories, so they're not really reruns.
Well, all these new ones keep coming up.
Yeah, that's right. All these new pictures I haven't seen for weeks.
I remember one time when Lucian was still, cleaning and everything. I guess it was when he was getting sick or something. He had fallen in there, and Ed and I went in there one time just walking through, and we kept hearing. He never knew what Ed's name was. He always called him Tim, and you could hear him in the background. Tim, help me, help me. And we found him, and he had fallen or something. I guess that's toward the end or something, but. He never knew Fast Young Ed's name. It was always Tim.
He did the same thing with Roger. He always called him Rodney.
Rodney? Oh, yeah.
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 All right. Well, here's this is Jeff doing Mother. This is another one of Kent's.
Oh.
Jeff, I enjoy Jeff so much.
But now that wasn't Jeff singing just now. That was Peter. That was Peter, the washboard player, just now.
That looked like Jeff to me.
I think it was Pete.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have Jeff doing it at
Well, Jeff did it at Carnegie.
Carnegie Hall, but that wasn't it.
Yeah. And that song, I'll tell you that my early days in a mustache, we didn't play that song too much. And the one that brought it to the New Orleans mustache was Big Bill. He would sing it. All right. But the first guy I ever heard sing that song was Terra. Joe Terra came and sang it, and then everybody picked up on it because it fit what we did so well,
Well, here's Peter. Let me get this. That was Peter.
Powerful voice.
I
What
don't
else can we put?
take a look at this thing. This is a clip from I have trouble remembering the name of that club that they played at but you'll see it has the picture, it has the name of the place on the top of the picture. I can't remember it offhand.
Where's Mark? Mark, you ready? You're all ready, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Hey, Ira.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not letting
Hey,
me.
Ira.
This-
Greetings, everybody.
Hey, Ira.
Hello, Ira.
Ira.
When was that production?
Well, Emily, I was just going to say when we do it at the club, though, we would carry those 30-pound kegs over our heads, running through the crowd,
Yeah.
banging them together over, and I'm sure that it was probably a safety concern, but
I'd say so.
yeah, but we didn't do it. I'm sorry that I cannot get the screen to let go. Okay, okay. If I have to get off to get this out, I'll be back. Okay. I'm gonna have to quit and come back because it won't let me get rid of the screen here.
Here we are.
Did we have to lose Billy for that?
Yeah, he couldn't get it to go away.
Right back.
All right. Well, here's one of my favorite pictures.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Les, Maynard, Barry, and Peter.
It's a great picture.
Yeah.
That was close to the end. That was 74, sometime in 74.
Who's the banjo player on the left?
Les Musket.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I know the name. I didn't know him.
Well, he wasn't there in 74. Well, I mean, apparently he was, but I didn't think he was there at the end.
Kenny
Near the
in
end.
70. Well, you might be right on that.
I thought that was when you were just.
Because I'm playing lead. I didn't play lead till 74. So if I was playing lead banjo, it must have been 74.
Well, anyway, it's a good picture.
Yeah.
Pete's there. Everybody.
Yeah, Pete.
Maynard chatters.
Huh.
Emily, I had a question. You said that y'all were going to get together tonight to for Joel's
Yeah,
memorial. Yeah.
tonight to have just Brian and I to have our little remembrance together. But then it turned out that Andy Rubinoff was playing, and it's his 70th birthday tonight. So we decided we would meet there, and then she and I will go out tomorrow together because Andy is up here, her Andy, so the three of us will go to dinner with at Andy Rubinoff's. And then Brian and I will do our memorial tomorrow.
Well, tell them hi for all of us, and that we're thinking Joel every week.
Well, yes. They just keep reminiscing about all the good times they had with you. Oh, it was great. It was so great. And she is working very hard on the movie. I mean, documentary.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see what she puts together.
She's got December as the deadline. She can't come in December unless she finishes that thing.
Well, I hope she
The
finished.
deal is, whether it's good quality or not, we'll like it anyway.
I
Yeah.
know exactly. That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Hey, Tom, I just sent you a picture of 1987 reunion of Roll Out the Barrels.
Oh, okay.
If you get a chance.
I'll go get it right
We're
now.
running short of material.
Here's a good picture of.
Oh, yeah.
Timmy
Oh,
Shea.
yeah.
Tim Shea.
That's Timmy Shea on the right.
That's right.
Any idea where that was?
I don't have an idea. I really don't. Yeah, as you see, I had a drink in my hand, so
Oh, Barry, you know.
Yeah. Kind of assumed that was New Orleans, but
I would
Yeah.
think it was New Orleans. I would think.
don't
so.
think?
I think it is.
Yeah, it would be New Orleans.
Yeah. Well,
That's right.
Did Maynard ever travel for jobs?
No.
He never came to New York that I know of.
So it might be New Orleans then.
I think it's New Orleans.
Yeah.
Got a palm tree back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some.
And the story, the story of Tim Shea. Now I wasn't there, but Ira, you might have been there. It's in the New York club, and they said last call for alcohol. You can't go home, but you can't stay here. It's some big Marine was sitting at the table. Back there, he had half a pitcher. And they started stacking chairs. We closed. They started stacking chairs. And this Marine was taking his time. And Tim Shea walks up to him and said, "Hey, asshole, it's time to go." And the Marine hauled off and punched Timmy and knocked him on the floor. Were you there, Pryor? Were you there for that?
I wasn't there that night, but I heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry used to tell the story. You know, Terry was there.
Yeah, I don't know what club that was, but none of our band members ever act as bouncers. It was always the waiters getting people out of the club.
Yeah, that's 87.
Yeah.
And look
Yeah,
at Chris.
the first
Look at
night.
Chris.
That was, I think, Friday night.
Okay, here's the roll out the barrel picture from Kent.
Yeah, we did a much different version of Roll Out the Barrels than they did at that previous video clip. I think we'd had more to drink than they did in that video clip. So
Chris Fenimore looks pretty good there. Look at him.
Yeah.
And that's Gene LeBeau in the back with the skimmer on next to Ken. And I guess Neil on in the yellow shirt.
That's got to be Neil DeFeo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in glasses playing the banjo next to Chris, that's Barry Rank.
Okay.
And who's behind Barry? Looks like a clarinet.
You got me.
looks like-
It's a clarinet. What happened was that was the first night of the reunion. It was down in the basement of Joel's office building. And when we all came in, Joel had a piano player, like a trio, a piano, clarinet, and trumpet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That they had no idea was getting ready to happen. When all of us went out doing all of our banjo, they had no
That's the piano player, I guess, in the back.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there were any members of Galvanized because Joel was.
I don't think.
Doesn't look like anybody I recognize.
I don't think these guys look like they
That
were
was 40.
like a hired band by one of Joel's office workers. They showed up and they were playing when we all walked in. And maybe 20, 30 minutes later, everybody started grabbing their instruments and going up there. They said, "What's going on here?"
That was Friday night, I think.
That was the first night.
yeah,
It's too bad they didn't let y'all drink at that reunion.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah, that's almost 40 years old, that picture.
Wow.
Well, that
I
makes
know.
it pretty young.
Kent's mustache was not even gray yet. Look at that.
that's right. That's right.
Okay,
That
well,
was a fun reunion.
and here's
Oh, wow.
That was Blackpool.
Blackpool. I
Blackpool.
mean, these guys use these barrels a lot. Look at those things.
Yeah, look at them. They're beat up.
Well, I guarantee that those are probably made out of tin or something because I can't imagine beating an aluminum one like that.
No.
I mean, we banged them together pretty hard, but we never put a dent in one.
Yeah, but we never kept them. They were always went back to the brewery.
Right.
I chipped a tooth doing that one time. And it hit the ceiling and banged that bar right in my face. Still got the chip in it. Well, souvenir.
I remember there was a waiter named Chris or something that was kind of, I don't know, seemed a pain in the ass. And we all lined up the barrels to pick them up one night because they're all empty. But for Chris, we put a full one.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah. We told them that everybody, we didn't tell them that everybody was carrying empty ones. Let's see.
You looking or you got something?
I was looking at, I had it a second ago. Let me see. Oh, here's this. We've played this before, but Ira's here. And it was one of my favorite interviews from the last reunion in Connecticut. Hope I don't get. Oh, cheer and applaud. Here we go.
Cheer and applaud. Yay!
Well, there's a first.
Oh, you know, terrible coincidence.
Oh, there's a better one, Mike.
Now we're used to that.
It'd be a hell of a coincidence if you guys knew each other since kindergarten.
Now that you mention it, tell them the story how we met.
I was on his porch and I saw the mailbox, so I took the mail out of the mailbox because I liked mail.
So I caught him stealing the mail.
No, your grandmother.
My grandmother caught you stealing the mail,
Right.
and I said, I got to be friends with this guy. he knows things. And we were friends ever since.
That's a true story.
It's the truth. And there begins the career of Bonnie and Clyde of the Iris. Bonnie and Clyde, yes.
And then the two Irish co-managed the New York club.
Into extinction.
Yeah, into extinction.
with Barry.
I was around there. I couldn't figure it out. Big Ire and little Ire and all that. I was trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
We're still trying to figure it
Yeah,
out.
so are we.
Don't worry. Yeah.
So are we.
How did the mustache change your life?
You've got to be
Kidding.
In the words of Russell Adams.
Yeah. Yep.
My guy, once a washboard player, the tag stays with you for life, even if you don't touch the washboard. You walk down the street, you hear people whispering, washboard player, and that's it.
That's what Joe used to say when he saw a bum on the street. He said, "There's a washboard
The
player."
old washboard player used to play in the Boston Club.
All right. Anything you want to tell Joel on his final performance?
Just thank you for Jesus Christ. How many years? It's an amazing journey. I don't know.
Years, yeah, probably 52 years.
Over 50 years. What other group of people bond like that and 52 years come back to see each other? I can't believe we want to see each other.
Can't believe we're all still here.
Yeah, well, we're not all, but a lot of us. But we want to see each other, and we're here. And it's all Daddy Joel. Somehow he put together this miraculous crew of ne'er-do-wells.
And if the clubs didn't close, we'd probably still be there.
Yes,
I'm sure.
We'd be a bunch of 75-year-olds banging hats.
Hanging hats and trying to lift the keg up.
And trying to climb up onto the bar to do a bar song, only to keep falling down. That would be our lives.
Surrender with trampolines.
But that's it. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
That's great.
That was
Thanks,
good.
Joel.
What do you say? We'd be a couple of 75-year-olds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the past.
Yeah. Well, I hit 75 this year, so we get.
Wow.
I'll be 81 Monday, next Monday. Well, no, May.
I'm the young whippersnapper. I think Barry's probably younger than me.
Yeah.
73.
Here's a new picture from Kent.
Wow.
That's the New Haven reunion.
Oh.
Yeah.
The first one, 87.
Is that your banjo slung over your shoulder, Barry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, I had hair and it was black.
Yeah.
That's almost 40 years ago.
87. Yeah, well, next year.
Next year will be 40.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tom, I just sent you another one, Tom, that I found. I forgot I had in a file, but I found doing a bar song at the 1987 event.
Okay.
A video clip or a still?
Oh, just a still.
Okay.
Yep. Not everybody had a movie camera in 1987.
That's true. You didn't have your iPhone with you? Yeah.
No.
There was the iPhones back then. You had to dial it first to get it.
they had
Right. Yeah. It had a cord.
Camcorders.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at Roger. And look, Kent had shorts on up in Connecticut.
That's right. Hey, that was in July, wasn't it?
That was July, so it was warm
August.
weather because we had
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing outside under the tent. Here's Ronnie
This may have
Sater
been
on
the
the
first.
right.
I don't know. First night, or else it was either that or at the theater. I'm not sure which. But we were having fun.
That's Ronnie Sater on the bottom right.
Oh, yeah.
It is amazing. That was almost 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, the one we did in Carnegie was now what, 15 years ago?
Yeah. What was that? 2011?
Yeah.
Right.
That's 15.
Wow. Time flies whether you're having fun or not.
Yeah.
We have fun.
Yeah, we do.
Would Kermit the Frog say time's fun when you're having flies?
Yeah.
Here's another one. I don't know what this is from, but
Well, it's Mike Johnson in the back. Yeah.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
little Ira. And is
That
that
is Mike Johnson.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Peter and
Fire,
Joan.
isn't it?
Is that Joan in there in front?
Maybe Bob Adams.
Oh, bad.
That's Bob Adams on the left,
Yeah.
I think.
It looks like it.
Peter and
That's
Peter's got
Joan.
That's Joan.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, I
like.
think so.
I don't know who the guy with the sunglasses are in the back though.
I don't know him. Well, that's Mike Johnson next to him, then Little Ira, then Bob Adams.
Joan and Peter.
Do you think that was the 87 and they were
But the thing is, from this picture, the band consisted of 3 washboard players and 2 banjo players.
And Mike's far too young in the 1987 pictures compared to this picture.
okay.
And Tom, I did send you one more of the theater, the third night, the Palace Theater.
Oh, that was
I
great.
think yeah, that was such a surprise. You know, this big nice meal, and suddenly the band appears.
That's it.
Love this one.
Yeah, that looked like a great place. I bet that was really surprising.
That was great.
You couldn't hardly squeeze anybody else on stage.
Yeah, really.
I remember it was that night. Now, we'd all been away from the mustache for a good while now, and Joel was where he's at. You see where I'm at, pretty close to him. And he wanted to play Havana Gila, but Joel couldn't remember the intro. He said, Barry, what's the intro? So I would hit on my banjo, played a couple. He said, oh, I got it.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember the intro to Havana Gila.
That's Jerry Sacco on the washboard, third from the left. Next to Buzzy.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised Banu didn't make that reunion since Buzzy did.
It looks like Mike Johnson on the far left there, huh?
Yeah, that's Mike Johnson.
Ira and Mike Gentry, Barry.
I don't know who's behind Barry.
That's Jesse Denton on the trombone back behind me.
Okay.
Now, not next to me, there's a trombone player next to me, but back behind me is Jesse Denton, which is a trombone player.
Right, but who's the trombone player next to you, Barry?
I don't know his name.
And the next time you do one of these, make sure you get everybody's name for the picture. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when we do our 80th reunion.
Next December.
Yeah.
Here's this.
And there's another trombone player behind Joel. it looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I don't recognize him.
That's cause Lenny Kazanin from Boston.
Okay.
You could just be
Lenny
making up
Kazonin.
names.
Lenny Kazonin. He came on here one time on a Zoom.
Oh, I do still remember Lenny because I didn't know who it was.
Where is this?
This
New
is
Haven.
this is at the Palace Theater.
1987.
Is that the one when Joe recreated the whole?
That's right. Yes.
That's the recreation right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Pretty damn good.
That's incredible.
And
Yeah.
all the kids that were out there. I guess
And it was so cool because I didn't know it was going to happen.
Nobody.
You know,
did.
I think
Nobody
nobody did. And so suddenly they're sitting there eating, and suddenly the stage arrives, and here's all this recreation of a mustache of a club. It was just
Unbelievable.
All that was behind a curtain while they were eating dinner and
Right.
doing presentations.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Wow.
So how long did the band play, Barry? Well, Kent, you were there too.
I don't remember how
2 or
long
3
they played.
hours.
it was a while. Yeah.
I mean, because we ate. First it was cocktail hour. Then we ate a nice sit down dinner. Then Joel got up and did a presentation, the history of the mustache and a whole
Right.
bit, with slideshow and all that. Then at the end of that, he said, "Let me present to you the star of the show." The curtain went up, and that's what we had.
We were blown away.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And it's funny, the waiters and bartenders went to the bar and started waiting tables, and
Yeah.
server drinks. The musicians went to the bandstand. I mean, when everybody went where they're supposed to go.
We all knew our place.
Yeah.
And the same thing would happen today if they did it again.
Yep.
Oh, to think I just lived one mile away from when you all were having that fun. I wasn't involved then.
Yeah.
And I firmly think that we say that was the best reunion. I think
I think so.
we still were young enough.
And we also had the
cut
most
out.
people. We also had the most people at that one, I think.
Most people, and we're still younger. We're 10 years removed, 10, 11 years removed
Yeah.
from the mustache itself. The ones at the Carnegie and all the other ones, they're great, but we're further removed. In other words, we're older.
Wow. Well,
And one of the neat things about that was that the first night we were at that bar in the office building, and then the next day there was a different event, and then the
Right.
next, then there was brunch after the Palace Theater. There was brunch,
Right.
and so
Yeah,
it
that
was,
was Sunday morning, I guess.
yeah, it was just, it was amazing how, how well it was put together,
Right.
and Joel just did his Joel thing, I guess. I don't know how else to put it.
That big picnic out by the bay, or the Sound, or whatever you call it.
Sound.
The sound, yeah.
It was beautiful. The weather was just gorgeous. It was breezy, and big tents and bandstands and food, and it was wonderful.
Hey, Tom, I just sent you one more. I know it's near the end, but this is one of the ones from the big tent at the 87 reunion.
Okay. With Big Bill?
Yeah, and Fred.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Big Boss Sawyer.
Guess what? Uncle Barry took that picture.
who took it?
I think I took that picture.
No, I see you
Isn't
playing.
isn't that
Yeah, you couldn't have taken it. Is that Jesse Denton behind Fred?
That's Jesse Denton.
Yeah. Now, who's next to him, Barry? The one behind you, actually, with the trombone. I don't know him.
I'm looking for me. I don't even see myself in that
You,
picture.
you are all the way to the right.
You're on the
Is that you,
right,
Barry?
all the way on the right.
That's not you.
No, I'm sure it is. But
Yeah.
this picture came off my camera because I remember.
Was Dottie there taking pictures?
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Yep. But I don't know who the trombone player is to your right.
I don't know either.
When it was cool, Joel had an ice cream cart. You could just get the ice cream bars and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute first class, well done.
Everything was there.
He loved
Yeah.
to do things like that. And that little
Well,
archway between his building and the next building, I don't know if you remember that from his office building. He used to have parties out there all the time to reward his employees,
Oh,
have fun and dance and sing and whatever. It was great. I'm sorry, but I have to leave because I'm meeting Brian.
Okay,
well,
now, next week I'm going to be on an airplane, so it's a problem. But I'm going to try to talk Billy and maybe Kent into just opening it up. So I'll send you a note on Tuesday what's happening.
all right.
Okay, I'm a plan
Okay.
to be here. I'm a plan to be here.
we'll see y'all then.
All
All
right.
You guys.
I'm
Take
planning to be
care.
here too.
It was
You guys
Thanks,
take
Tom.
care.
Thanks, Bill.
I'll talk to you, Kent. And
Thank
Bill.
you,
All right.
Billy and Tom.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good week.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.